everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii. I'm going to make some little baskets and things today. I'm going to make some French baskets a little later, but right now I'm going to make an Easter basket. And I have made this style quite a few times before, and it's always popular. And I thought I'd show you my way of making it. There are lots of different ways, I know. You need simple requirements. You need 2 pieces of coordinating fabric. They don't have to be anywhere near alike because you really don't see this one too much. And then you need a piece of batting, which is in here, and the batting is the same size. These are 12 by 12 squares, 12 by 12, see, 12 by 12, and this goes in between. This is sort of, I think it's called Timtex, and it's an iron-on fusible, quite stiff, and it's fusible both sides. And this goes in the center. You cut this, of course, smaller. So this is 12 by 12. So this is 8 by 8. So you cut it 4 inches smaller all round. You can use this, or you could cut a piece of cardboard too. It really doesn't matter because I don't think you'd wash these. And this gets slipped in between the bottom fabric and the batting, so that the batting is going to be facing this, which is the inside. When it's all pulled up like so, it's going to be, this is going to be the inside. You want that soft. So I've already ironed that inside the square, and then the way I sort of marked where I was going to stitch is I took the iron, I'm not going to do that, and I ironed a crease on all 4 sides of that Timtex or cardboard, and that marks the base. So that's the size that your basket's going to be. Then you need to put ties, and I just like to tear strips of fabric, and I like to tear, they're about ½ an inch or a centimeter or so wide, and they're about 10 inches long, and I've got 2 for each side. And I used 4 of one color. See, 4 of one color, 4 of the other. I've already stitched, just to make it easier, I've already stitched around the Timtex, the initial square, because you do that first, and then you lay your ribbon ties where you want those, and it's kind of important to get them in the right place. So I usually cut a little template. And if you put the template in the corners like that, you put the template in the corner, the ribbon should be centered over the edge of the template. Or you can just wing it. So now I've done that. I've put all the ribbons, and now I'm going to sew about a press a foot away. Maybe a little further away than that. I think the light on my machine is broken, so I'm having to use a lamp. I don't know whether it bothers you or not. I'm going to actually sew about ½ an inch away. Now I'm not going to start right at the corner. Let me see if I can see if that's showing in the machine. Yeah, I'm going to start not right at the corner, because it's always hard to make a corner look good if you do that. So I'm going to start about ½ an inch. And I've already pinned them in place, so I know where that is. And I'm going to make the stitch just a little bit longer. And also, I've got the matching green thread in the top, and I put the pink thread in the bobbin. So, just to be fancy. Okay, let's see what happens. I think I need to show this just a little more. Okay. Don't forget to remove the pins. Don't sew over them. I think I need to bring this over. Okay. Later on, I'm going to make what I call a French basket, And it's good for Easter eggs and things too. This is to hold Easter eggs, by the way. Sometimes, if you have a walking foot, which I do, I should put it down. It helps a little because the batting's there. And it's nice that the batting shows a little bit. Don't worry about that. I didn't use a particularly thick batting, but you could. Oops, I think I went too narrow there. Oh well. Talking and sewing didn't do too good. Okay, so there. By the way, I didn't mention, but when you put the ties in, you put them with the wrong side facing up. That's because when you pull the corners together to tie them, they'll be facing the right way. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. You could use ribbon, you could use lace. I've used all those. And you can also make these out of just cardboard, like scrapbook paper, scrapbook cardboard, or whatever that's called. They're nice out of fabric, and the thing is they are reversible supposedly. I never use the wrong side, but you do see them in the French shops too, you know, like French gift shops. And the first time I ever saw one was also in a French gift shop, and it was in toile and red toile, and I think it was in red toile and red stripe or something. It was very pretty. Now I'm just going to back stitch where I did that. Okay, here we go. Now, so that's it, basically. That's all there is to it. I didn't catch any in the wrong place, did I? Oh no, I think I've got them all in the right place. And I like the idea that the batting is showing, and I'm going to run the scissors along later and make sure that it's showing some more. So let's see what happens here. So you pull them up and tie them, and you can tie them, you know, just in a knot, or you can tie them in a bow. Like that. And you can put the corners in too, but I always like them out. In fact, most of the times I've seen them out, but I have seen people put the corners in. I don't know quite why, but you could do that. I need to push that away a bit. This is the exciting part. Oh my goodness. So you just see the little touches of the under fabric. You don't see, and you know, if these are too tight, well, you can loosen them a little. Like, I think that's a bit too tight. And then later on you can fluff out the bow a bit. I'm not going to take time to do that. Just, you know, make it look more presentable maybe. And I've got some eggs to put in it too, and I'll show you how it looks with the eggs in it. Okay, so there's the basket done. Now a lot of people do put the interfacing on the sides to make it firmer, but because this is an Easter basket, it's not necessary. If it was going to be something I was using a lot, I would, you know, I would perhaps do that a little more. So I bought these eggs. Let's see how they look. So there you go. So there's eggs in there. And then what I would do is I would put some straw that, I don't know what it's called, Celsius maybe or something, and it looks like straw, shredded straw, or you could put tissue or fabric, or you could put more of the batting inside. But I think that one lot of eggs is enough, and just to stop them rolling around I would put the straw in amongst them, and I've got some of it, so I think that would be kind of neat. So I'll just pick this up and let you see how it looks. There they are. Basket of eggs. Simple, nothing to it, but it's kind of cute. Now you can make these obviously any size you want too, but by the time I get the straw in here and fill it out, oh, I've got something else. Just a minute. I'm coming. Okay, so when I get the straw in here, I made a little bunny, one of my little felt critters, so the little bunny will go in there with the straw, and I also made a little hen, and the little hen could go in there too. I'm going to make some chicks too, but I haven't done that, so that's one of my little felt critters. So they would go in there as well, and the little bunny. Sit there, bunny, sit there. Okay, there you go. Just a kid at heart, aren't they? Thanks for watching. Goodbye.